What's up, guys? Welcome back to WakuRadio, episode number 2, baby.
Dose.
Yeah. My name is Coby, and this is your boy, Sebastian.
What's up? What's up? You know, it's kind of cool. Our first episode was on Cinco de Mayo. That's like our anniversary episode now. So now, like every Cinco de Mayo, we're gonna have to get turned up.
Dude, you know what's crazy? Did you drink last night?
I had like a couple shots of drinks equivalent.
I didn't really drink last night, but I feel hungover from the week.
Really?
Yeah, it's just been a really long week, and I'm just tired. So like I'm trying to give the excitement because it's our second episode, which I'm still fucking crazy excited about. But dude, I can't believe we're finally here, man.
Dude, I know, man. Episode 2, fuck, it's crazy. It's fun. I'm excited.
Dude, did you hear about the body that's resurfacing over at Lake Mead?
Yeah, I did. And now I read an article where I heard there was 2 retired cops or something like that. They're like doing like a $5,000 reward for divers who find like more bodies down there and stuff like that.
No shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking sick.
Anyone who's diving in Vegas or like me, you know, the money for like finding a dead body in the ocean. I mean, the lake.
Dude, that's actually going to be pretty interesting shit, dude.
Well, they had like towns under there, you know, like actual like homes and towns under like where Lake Mead where is that right now currently, and they all had to like move out and stuff when the dam was built because the water started coming up and over flooding everything. So there's like literal like towns that if the lake keeps going down lower and lower, we're eventually gonna be able to like see them.
I think it's gonna be pretty cool because it's gonna bring up a lot of fucking crime and, you know, the past of like Las Vegas, right?
Like the mafia time.
Yeah, because
like dumping bodies in there, and there's even like not even just mafia, just people who just get murked and fucking dropped out there. Because back then it was like just nothing but desert, and you know it's not like what it's now.
Well, I think it's a lot. I mean, there's so much history, dude. I mean, even before Vegas was Vegas, right? Like, we're talking about the old Wild West. You know what I mean? Before like the Hoover Dam came, dude. There's so much history here in Vegas.
Oh, there's a lot of history.
And then, could you imagine of what happened back in the day when, you know, the government was here? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they used to say like the whole east side of Vegas was like the nuclear area where they used to dump all the fucking nuclear shit. That's why anytime like you buy a house out there, they make you sign a waiver for like nuclear shit.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, dude. They make you like, because there's so much testing that has to be done over there before they could build and develop land. So people don't know about that shit, but it has to be disclosed somehow.
I didn't know about that. That's pretty coul. Well, not cool, but yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah,
like, dude, they get like surveying done and everything. It's crazy. There's a really big thing that happened out there. Like there's the Anderson milk farm where they like produce like milk and shit. You know, like the Anderson.
Yeah.
Like there was like a really big one where there was like nuclear waste or something, or oil or something that was leaking into their farmland, and the cows were eating it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so like they had to like get their shit surveyed and like tested because you know they're mass producing milk for the local people to drink. And
Anderson's a big company too. It's not like a small little company that does like, you know, damn. So people are drinking radioactive milk.
Yeah, could you imagine like fucking deformed babies and shit? Like Hills Have Eyes motherfuckers and shit.
That's probably out there, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I mean, there's a lot of open land out there. You know, there's probably some like homeless guy living somewhere.
There's just like
in a cave, like, you know, like the guy from like 300. I want to be a spot.
Did you hear them building? They're planning on building like what was it, like Lake Las Vegas homes on the water?
No.
Yeah, it's like a thing that they're talking about. Like there's like, you know, the actual Lake Las Vegas lake. They're planning on making the like they're gonna get rid of some of the water, right? Because I mean we're
like Lake Las Vegas, not like Lake Mead, right?
Like Lake Las Vegas, yeah. And then they're gonna start putting land, like filling it up, and then putting like property there because we're running out of water.
Yeah, so they're not gonna fill it up with water anymore. It's gonna be like a little pond now.
Water, bro. It's already a fucking pond. It's a fucking man-made lake. It's not like real
that's
lake.
True. That's true. I wouldn't expect the water to last there forever. It's man-made, you know. Like it's not like a natural source where water is like naturally is there. So I kind of figured like eventually it's gonna run out. You know, because all freaking California and all these other places are using our water too to like get power also.
Yeah, like Hoover Dam is like being sold off to like California and stuff like that. Yeah.
Which I mean, isn't there like don't they have like things out there where like they can like purify like or use like the ocean's current or something like to create power as well? So like I don't get why California doesn't just you do that because they're right there on the ocean.
Well, that's why everybody's going over to solar, right?
Yeah.
Solar is such a easy renewable source of energy. Like we get that all day, every day because the sun is such a reliable source.
Yeah. Especially Vegas.
Yeah. So like, but no, it's everywhere, right? Except for, certain states like Washington, they have fucking 80%, 90% of cloudy days. But like going back to the water thing in California, the tides, because sometimes they don't have high enough tides. So that's why the water doesn't go high enough to where they can generate water.
Yeah.
Like the high enough tides to where it affects those panels. Because I know what you're talking about. So it's only seasonal.
Oh,
but like seasonal? that's why solar is so fucking beneficial. Is because you put that panel out there, and majority of the days you're gonna get sunlight, especially in a state like Las Vegas. So, dude, it's so beneficial.
Yeah, true.
That's why I think Elon Musk is really onto something with like electric cars and stuff.
Yeah, well, he's also doing a solar roof. So like it's not a panel included to your roof; it's an actual like roof that's supposed to like absorb all the sunlight and everything, generate power. And I think it's supposed to like I might be wrong, but it might be like it's supposed to store it into like a box that you have at your house. And whatever energy stored in that box, that's the energy that their house uses to power itself.
It's like a battery?
Yeah, something? Basically a battery. It's like the roof and the panels will power up the battery, charge it up throughout the day. Then when you use it, it uses it not directly from the solar, but uses it from the battery that's been charged.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's just a battery. Yeah,
oh, okay.
Yeah. But no, but the problem is they were talking about how Solar City, like the company that Elon Musk bought into, that was actually like his brother-in-law's company or something.
Oh, really?
And it was supposed to be like a bailout for his brother-in-law. Yeah, so there's like a huge lawsuit going around. Like Elon Musk was like bailing out his brother-in-law, and like it was like this whole thing. It was crazy. Like I was just reading into it a couple weeks ago, so I don't really remember all the details. But
was there anything actually wrong with that though? I mean, if he's because he basically bought out the company, right?
Yeah, he bought out the company, but it kind of fucked with like shareholders and like stuff like that, like because they were trying to get their money, you know what I mean? And because Elon Musk kind of like came in and disrupted the flow of things, and some people weren't happy with that, and because it was still I don't know, it's like all contractual stuff, and you know how like lawyers are supposed to protect shareholders, and of course they're going to protect the owners, right? And when Elon Musk steps in, shit kind of, Elon Musk, he's like he's a smart fucking guy, dude. Yeah, he like what he did with Twitter and
about that and everything.
Yeah, I mean even what he's doing with like Ukraine, and did you recently see like he's doing the with the whole abortion thing right now, right? Roe versus Wade.
Yeah,
if you're an employee of his company and you need to go get an abortion, Tesla will send you to a different state to get an abortion.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
It would transport you in one of the vehicles to get an abortion. Crazy.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, Elon's really I feel like he's really trying to like push the human race forward more. Like make it better for the humans. Like I said the humans, like make it better for like mankind, basically,
Humankind.
Yeah, humankind. Like he's like providing like the Tesla, the cars, and electric vehicles. He's trying to help the environment, and like he's saying like people need to reproduce more because actually people aren't reproducing enough, and everything like a lot of people are saying where we're overpopulated is actually not true. And he wants to create start creating some type of like living situation in Mars. And buying out Twitter because he believes in free speech, and he's like not really trying to like lean on one side or another side. He's more like trying to just be benefiting the human race, basically.
Yeah, he's trying to like level both the playing field, right?
Yeah, but then like there's people like saying like some of them don't really trust him because they don't really know what his like real motives are and everything.
Yeah, because he's kind of like a fucking alien, right?
Yeah,
he's kind of like a divine alien that's down here to like try to fix shit. Yeah, but at the same time, people are like, maybe he's trying to fuck shit up.
Yeah. Right? But then like you don't really know. So it's like one of those things like I don't know, I personally like him. I think he's doing he hasn't really done anything that like I'm like completely against it. You know, I'm like, all right, that makes sense. You know, but like some people are like, I don't know. Do you think it's because like he has like a lot of money and they're like, why is he doing this type thing? You know.
I don't know. I think he's a guy that's probably been through a lot of fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Probably. And because he's got a lot of money and he's got the ability to probably step back and he has the ability to like look at like a third person perspective, kind of like see like as a whole, it's like, dude, what's going on? And when you have the ability to step back and look at what's going on in like humanity, you're kind of like, hey, I have the ability to do this.
Yeah.
Right. Like, so that's what he's doing with the whole the Hyperloop.
Yeah, the Hyperloop or something like that.
So his whole thing is that's supposed to be convenient for him because he lives in LA, right? So from what I've watched on YouTube, he lives in LA and he's sick of traffic. So he kind of like has taken that third man approach where he like steps back and he's like, you know what? The traffic in LA is fucking terrible. Everybody knows that. I live here. I can't, there's nothing that can be done. The only way that we can get around faster is if you fly, right? But if I can make it convenient for everybody, the only other way for everybody to do it is to go underground. If we dig a big ass hole underground and we just basically make one big ass bullet train that goes extremely fast, it would be extremely efficient.
Yeah. Well, isn't there something like that under here in Vegas that he built already? Or is it being built, or has it already been built?
I think it's like a test idea or something.
Yeah, because I remember he was saying something like under the convention center, throughout the strip, or something like that. It's with like underground tunnels that you take your car, typically Tesla, I think.
It might be like some presidential shit that nobody knows about. It's for all exclusive people. It's like, probably the shit like the presidents take when they're in town and shit. Let's be honest. There's probably like an underground everywhere.
Yeah, there probably is.
You know what I mean? But dude, speaking of the underground, let's talk about the people who live underground, like the homeless community.
Oh, the mole people?
Yeah, the mole people here in Las Vegas. That shit's crazy.
Dude, that's a big... It's like a whole... they have like a whole town, like literally a civilization under us. They have like hierarchies and stuff like that, and like rules and laws they abide by. And like, you know, I mean, some of them chose to be there, or some of them have to be there because they're trying to get back on their feet or whatever. They're running away from the law or some shit, you know? And then I had a buddy, he used to try to help them out, but eventually he stopped. He had like this non-for-profit organization, but they stopped. But he was telling me a story. He was like going through there and then like he found it was like a makeshift man-made axe. Like it had like, it was like a piece of like pipe with like the rollerblade blades. Not rollerblade, ice skating blades, like taped to it, like sawed to it or somehow, and then they sharpened out the ice skates to make it like sharper. So it was like a literally like some like modern caveman axe.
Damn.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Like just like as a defensive weapon.
I don't know, it was just laying around. He said.
Oh, like he found it.
Yeah, he found it. Yeah, so I don't know if someone lost it or what, but it was like a legit like weapon that was like man-made. But like caveman style.
Damn, that's fucking crazy. No, dude, I've seen a couple videos on YouTube about like some people going underground there. Yeah. Like, you know, you remember those fucking videos of like bum fights and shit?
Yeah.
How that most of that shit took place here in Las Vegas. You remember those old school?
Yeah, it was that one dude, right? He got like hella bum fights or something. Like he got hella popular and hella rich, but then disappeared out of nowhere or something like that.
yeah. But he would like fucking pay homeless people to go and fucking fight each other for crack rocks and shit. That shit was crazy. You remember when that was like pre everything days? It was before we even had apps and iPhones. It was like when we used to get on the internet with dial up. And then you'd fucking get on like eBum World.
That was like Girls Gone Wild times.
Yeah. You'd stay up late at night when your parents go to sleep, and then you'd fucking go to like whatever, like what was the fuck Comedy Central?
Yeah,
channel?
Comedy Central. Yeah.
Late at night.
And it was like what's his name show? Dang, what's his name? Fuck.
Howard Stern.
Yeah, Howard Stern's show. Dude, I remember I would turn that on all the time, like late at night, and look at some titties. I'm like, yeah, did it. Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude.
And it was like starred nipples because they had to censor it out. So it was like stars on their nipples.
Dude, I remember when we were younger, we would go over to your house and while like, you know, we would like spend the night after we hang out and shit. And like me and some of the other guys, we would like turn on your TV and go to HBO. And
dude, that was in the
yeah, dude. It was in this room actually. Dude. Yeah. That shit was fucking funny. Yeah. Yo, man, we just
oh, dude, that was a good time. No, but yeah, I remember flipping the channels and shit, and then just like fucking staying up all night, fucking just like, oh fuck yeah, dude. And then it was like the beat off time because porn, it was so fucking hard to find during that time, right?
Yeah.
And let's fucking be honest, dude, like there was no fucking such thing as free porn at that time. You'd had to really look with some shitty ass internet.
You had to stream it, or not stream it, torrent it.
Yeah,
or LimeWire.
Yeah, on
LimeWire, shit like that. Yeah, I remember.
And then you had a fucking virus the next day, and then your older brother or your mom would be like, "What the fuck did you happen to the computer?"
I was the oldest one, so I was like, "Fuck!" I remember there was like this pop up that kept popping up, and I was like, "I don't know what happened." I just like,
but you had to pull the screen, and just fucking the window screen would just go all over.
And I remember my mom's like, "What happened to the computer?" I was like, "I don't know. I just went to one link and I clicked on something, and next thing I see poopies all the time." Now. So I forgot what fixed it was. Someone ended up fixing it and just got rid of it or whatever. But
you see a Geek Squad dude at your house the next day, like, yeah, I don't know what happened. My son said he was on some website and fucking.
He just looks at me.
Yeah, I know what you did, kid. Sure.
I remember I would go like to the Playboy website, and then like I would like find pictures of, like the chicks I thought were hot as shit when I was younger, and then I would print them out and put them in a binder so I had them to have some porn to look at when I'm like not around the computer.
Yeah, dude, making like all types of like CDs and shit with the CD-ROMs when you had to burn it to a CD in order to watch some porn.
Yeah,
you remember that? Like fucking. Yeah, man, porn was so different back then.
It wasn't easily accessed. Or you go to like that like family gathering, and then like the cousin would be like, "Hey man, come over here," you know, and it was like all the cousins are like around the one computer watching the chick get fucked. You're like, "Oh shit."
Yeah,
you're
dude.
Like, "Hey, close the door, lock it."
Oh, dude.
And then like they'll make the youngest one like, "Hey, watch the door, make sure no one comes in."
Dude, that's so funny, dude. I thought I was the only one.
Nah, bro, that shit happened to me too.
Oh my.
Yeah, like it was like a family friend, right? We went over there, and then they were like, and then everyone was like leaving to the one room, and I'm like, where's everyone going? So I just followed them and everything, and I go in there, and then they're like, shh, close the door. You watch the door, make sure no one comes in here. And then they fucking start playing porn, and we're just all huddled around the computer, just watching fucking chick get fucked.
No, that's so fucking true, dude. I was always the youngest one, so I always had to watch that shit too, right? Like, and I'd be like, "What's going on? I want to see what's going on, right?" And everybody's like, "Oh my god, dude, she's got such big boobies." Oh, and I'd be like, "What's going on? Hey, watch the door, dude.
Make sure your mom doesn't come in, or auntie. Make sure auntie doesn't come in. All right."
Yeah, dude, porn was so difficult to fucking find back in the day.
Oh man!
But yeah, man.
I remember me and my cousin and I were at our grandparents' house and we were hanging out and stuff like that. And went to my grandpa's room, and I don't know how we ended up, but we ended up like doing something in the closet, and we pulled out a magazine. No, it was a calendar. It was a Playboy calendar. We're like, "Oh look, boobies!" And it was just like all the calendars of like all the Playboy models and everything. Yeah, but my grandpa was hiding in the closet because he didn't want our grandma to find it. I was like, damn. And I don't really think much about it now, but I mean back then. But now I'm like, damn, my grandpa was a perv.
Hell yeah. I mean, I think it's just normal though. If you think,
I think it's just a guy thing, to be honest. I think a lot of guys suppress it, but like we're just fucking horny fucks all the time.
You got to think about it as a man. I think it's normal. Like if even now, like if you ask one of your homies to like go through their fucking phone, like just look through the photo albums, you'll probably see like a bunch of nude bitches. Like it'll probably be like the girlfriend, the wife, some side chick, or like just some random chick on the internet that they found or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I try not to look at their album when they're like trying to show me. I'm just gonna.
That's kind of like the rule of a man, though. You never look through the homie's shit, right? Because you know there's gonna be something there.
Yeah, you're gonna find some picture that you're not wanting to see. You're like, damn, fuck.
But that's the greatest thing about the ability to have your own photo album on your phone now, right?
Well, they have that hidden.
Well, that's true.
You can hide it, so like, I mean, it's not visible. You can still find it. Anyone can find it. It's not like it's like a secret or anything. But like, it's not just visible to everyone who's gonna like. When you're trying to show a friend or someone like a picture, like, hey man, look, I took this picture of like whatever, and then all of a sudden it's like a picture of your cock.
I mean, some people they probably don't give a fuck, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, it's such a difference now from like having that like back in the day where you found your parents' fucking porn stash, you know what I mean? And now you're like, it's on your phone.
Yeah.
So like you can have a fucking passcode, and you can download an app probably that will probably hide all your shit.
Yeah, they have apps like that where it's like it looks like an incognito regular app that you won't even notice, and then they'll be like that. Or you can even like download the apps and then you can hide them, I think.
Probably.
Yeah, I think you can like hide apps too on your phone and shit like that now.
Wait, you can hide apps on your phone?
Yeah, I think so. I'll check it out later. But I think you can I think there's like a feature where like you can have the app, but like it won't be visible or something. Freaking last night I was after we got off work at the club. We didn't know at this time, but they told us like, oh, they're having like a little like fetish party or something coming over or something like that.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, so I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna stay for a fetish party. Like apparently they have like a show and shit. So we're like, all right, fuck yeah, I want to see this shit. So we all hang out. We got like a little table. We got some drinks and we're smoking hookah, eating, and like, man, you just start getting all these interesting characters coming in with these leather kink outfits and stuff, like like the dog mask, and people walking in with leashes, and people like getting with choke collar and everything. I was like, this is freaking interesting as fuck, and like some chicks were hot, some were like whatever, and there's a lot of dudes too. I was like, so it was like one of those moments like I was telling the guys, it was like, you look and you get a boner, and then you look and then you lose that boner, and you gain a boner, lose a boner, and it gets a halfway boner and lose a boner. Just because like it's like hot, not, oh yes, oh no, oh yeah,
All types of kinks, huh?
all types, dude. It was interesting. It was fun actually. It was a pretty good time. And then they had like on stage, they had like the paddle, like people were getting like whipped and stuff and shit like that.
Like that
yeah,
shit.
that was fun. So then, I think that I got into like this different mode. I was like, there's like demon mode. And there's like demon mode. There's like another level. It's like Kayoken demon mode.
Damn.
So I end up meeting this chick up afterwards, and she was like calling me daddy and stuff, and I was like, she's like, it's your pussy, daddy, it's your pussy. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like choking her and spanking her and everything. Teeth were like bouncing, and I think it was just like, I don't know, like I just had to like, I was like super aggressive and shit I don't know why. It just like. It was just that moment, Anyway, I was like, I want you to comfort me, or don't come and stuff like that. And I think it was probably the conversation we had too earlier,
Yeah.
And then after we finished, I just ended up leaving and going back to my place because she had to leave in the morning. But yeah, the shit was funny.
No, tell me more, man. I feel like you fucking cheaped out on the story here, man. Tell me more.
It was this one chick, so like before, I guess she had her eyes on me all night and stuff like that. And then we exchanged information and stuff, and then we ended up meeting up. She sent me her address, and I ended up meeting up at her place.
Okay.
And then she's like, oh, you want a drink? Typical like getting warmed up and stuff. And then we just got into it. And usually I'll just start like giving them a dance, I'm like, hey,
yeah,
because like it's just already starts setting the tone and stuff. Yeah, and then I like we started doing our thing, and I started choking her, and she was like, yes, daddy, please harder, daddy, don't stop, daddy. I like how you feel. Your cock feels so good,
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, and I was like, whose pussy is this? She's like, yeah, it's yours, daddy, it's yours. I'm like, yeah, that's right, you better not forget about it. And then
Can somebody give me a higher?
And then I was banging her, and then I was doing like the clitoris stimulation and the A spot stimulation.
Yeah, baby.
And then like just freaking, I don't know. It was like, and then after we were done, like I went home and I was like still like I finished and everything, but I was like still fucking horny, dude. I don't know, like if it was just like the whole like just like everything building up to it and the fetish show, and I was just like, damn, I was even like at the fetish show, I was like saying, I want to get some freaky shit tonight.
Hell yeah, why not?
Dominant as fuck for some reason. I don't know why. That's probably the reason why. But
I mean, you did have a lot of build up.
Yeah.
It sounds like you had a fucking. I mean and it was a lot of foreplay all fucking night.
There's a lot of foreplay, and it was like 2 weeks since I got laid, which is, I mean, it's not a long time, but to me that feels like a long time.
I mean, 2 weeks dry spell. I mean that can get you pent up. I mean, like, dude, if I go 3 days without getting some, I'm like,
give
me some fucking shit right now.
It's like withdrawals. Like fuck.
I honestly like I could probably go 3 days without like sex, and then it's like the tip of my cock is like like it like if I put it in, I'll probably last a good 30 minutes, and then I'm like, all right, I think I'm ready to bust. You know what I mean? But like if I go a week and then like I'm penetrating, I'm gonna be honest, probably like 15 minutes in, I'm like, dude, my cock is really, really sensitive right now. I need a bust. Because the thing is, I don't masturbate, bro. I have a rule where it's like I don't masturbate because I feel like if I jerk off it like takes the life force out of me.
Yeah.
And it makes me lazy. I know some people are different. Like they can jerk off and they can go about their day. Like in the movie Wolf of Wall Street, right? Where he's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he's like, oh yeah, I got to beat it off like 2 times before, you know, you got to work with a clear mind and shit. I can't do that, man. Like I need like the pent up frustration to go out in these motherfucking streets.
Yeah.
And like, you know, just kill it. You know what I mean? So like if I jerk off the next day, I'm just like, I can't fucking do it. I'm just lazy. I don't have it in me to do this shit. So like 2 weeks, man. That's a long fucking time.
Yeah, 2 weeks, a long time. I mean, I jerked it off. I jerk off like maybe every few days though. I try only do it once a week.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like like you say, you waste your life energy type a little bit, you know. So I like try not to do too much. But this man, it sometimes just gets. It's like fuck. Like I like after 2 weeks of not getting laid, like I notice I'm a little more aggressive, like more like I guess more pent up and shit. But then like I'm one of the guys like I can like beat off and still go do like normal things. I go hit the gym after or something like that. Or
That's
after
crazy.
sex, yeah.
Crazy, bro. I can't do that.
Oh, like during sex though, like I'll probably have like this like 10, 15-minute period. I just like lay there because I'm exhausted from like putting all the work and everything. But then after that I can like go do whatever.
I mean, yeah, I'm not saying like I'm just dead after I beat off. It's just I can't put in the same amount of energy and focus and the drive, you know what I mean? That I would. Like, I can't perform like 150%. I'd perform at like 90%.
Yeah.
Where I want to excel at 150%. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder if that's like, do you lose
I think I just have such a high standard for what I want to do and the way I want to accomplish things that it's like if I don't give it all, then I don't want to do it that way. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, man. I just have a love of excellence that I want to live my life to. I'm not saying you don't.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this is something personal that's just how I live my life. So I don't know.
No. Maybe. I mean, everyone's different, you know?
Yeah. Because like I know some motherfuckers that be jerking off like 10, 15 times in a week and they can go live their life happily. But you know what I mean? So like whatever.
Maybe it's like coming down to like getting used to it, you know? Because like I remember like I was like after high school and shit, like I'll be so horny, like I'll be like masturbating every day.
Yeah, I've been through those phases.
And then like even when I have a chick, dude, like after I bang them, like sometimes I have to go jerk off afterwards.
Yeah,
it's like,
do that shit
and it's not like I don't enjoy it. Like it's fucking amazing when I'm doing it, but it's just like I still have, like, I'm still fucking horny.
Well, see, here's the other thing. I think I like to punish myself.
Yeah.
Right. So instead of like giving myself the instant gratification of like masturbating, like just jerking off and giving myself that orgasm.
Yeah.
I like to punish myself, like I said at the very beginning. Right. And I like to delay that and be like, no, you need to earn this shit.
Yeah.
And like it makes me earn it by like, all right, if you can't fucking get to orgasm, you punish yourself. Like, let's say I'm having a dry spell for like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Right. And it's like, fuck, dude. It makes me want to go and like meet somebody, go out there, socialize. And then it's like, all right, I need to take this. You know, I just need to meet somebody, get to know them, take them out on a date or just go on fucking Tinder and swipe or whatever dating app. And then put my meat in that hole, right? Whether we hit it off, whatever. At least I went out there and tried. Mm-hmm. It gives you that drive of like, hey, you like, at least you have the motivation to go and try and do it.
Yeah.
Whereas like, if you just beat your meat, you don't have you just instantly gratified yourself, and now you don't have the desire to go and chase that.
No, it's true. I agree with that. But for me, it's more like if I'm going out that night, and I'm like going out for a hunt or whatever, you know, then like I won't do it. Like if I know there's something coming up, an event coming up where there's a chance I can like, you know, score something, then I won't do it. But if I know if I'm not having anything coming up or I know I'm just gonna stay home, then I'm just gonna just whack it off real quick.
But also, I'm kind of like fucking weird.
Yeah,
because I like to punish myself.
I mean, we were talking about this when we came out to like working out too. Like the reason you like doing like bodybuilding stuff is because it's so much pain and stuff, and you just enjoy it.
Yeah. What do they call? Is that sadomasochism, or is that the other one where it's like? Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. You enjoy like
harming yourself.
Yeah, like the pain out of it. Yeah.
Let me search this up right now.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I don't like pain. Like I'll take it. Like I can handle pain, but I just don't like it. I like being more on the giving side.
It's not like me hurting myself where I'm like
Yeah,
fucking choking myself and like jerking off, right? That's fucking. I'm really not. I'm really not into that shit.
Like, fuck this shit. Fuck me up. Let's do this.
I wish the camera angle was actually further so I could capture you doing that. Stand up and do that shit.
Wait, do what?
Jerking off and oh shit. I'm not into the whole choking and jerking off type of thing. I'm not like that. It's more like self-punishment.
Yeah.
Because like, here's the whole thing.
More of like a discipline thing, I think, for you.
Yeah, like it's like when you go to the military, right? In order to be successful in life, you have to be extremely disciplined, right?
Yeah.
Because if you just keep getting away and doing whatever the fuck you do, you're never going to be able to achieve stuff. Because when stuff starts getting really, really hard for you and you try to take the easy route all the time, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
So you got to make things really, really tough so that when tough times comes, it's really easy. That's just how I try to make things. So my life is always hard. So when the hard times come, it's super fucking easy.
Yeah. That makes sense. So it's just another day for you, basically.
Hell yeah, baby.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of times people are like, dude, you make this shit look so easy. I'm like, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
That's what some people say about me too. They're like, I met up with an old friend a few weeks ago, and he was over like just catching up a little bit. And he's like, dang, you got life on easy mode, huh? And I'm like, I mean,
like, I make it look like that, but it's not.
Yeah, I'm fucking exhausted all the time.
Like, dude, like people, like I get that a lot too.
Yeah.
Right? And people are like, oh man, you're doing so great. Like, man, you're so blessed and shit. And I'm like, bro, I'm not blessed. Like, I worked my fucking ass off. Like, I'm not lucky. I worked to get here. You know what I mean? Like, people don't understand. Like right now, what we're doing right now, like, yeah, maybe this podcast isn't hot yet, but it will fucking be, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because we're putting our effort, we're putting our time into this shit. Like, everything we have in this bitch, we fucking invested time and money and, you know, like the planning of everything. Like, yeah, it took us fucking forever and we're stoked about that shit, right? But it's because like, dude, people don't see what's going on. Like, people don't know, like, this is a $400 microphone and I have 10 of these motherfuckers, right? Just do the math,
they don't even know the cost of like all this equipment and everything. It's a lot.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking crazy. Like, dude, I don't even want to talk about the cameras. Like, let's not bring that up. But like the initial investment, if you want to take something serious, you got to put money into it, right? So like, it's like, I actually heard this from a PC gamer, a professional gamer, right? Yeah. He was like, the difference between somebody who plays professionally or a gamer that plays Xbox and PlayStation, right, versus a PC gamer, is that the Xbox and the PlayStation is actually cheaper initially. A PC gamer takes it more seriously. That's why, you know, they're always talking shit. Oh, they're hacking, whatever, blah, blah. No, that's not true. The PC gamer invests twice as much money into buying the PC and all the shit that they need in order to play video games. The same fucking game, but they invested twice or 3 times the amount of money to play the fucking game. So they take it 3 times more seriously. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna take this shit seriously, man. That's why I'm gonna be a sweat, you know? So yeah, and I think the other thing too is like, you know, like when I post on social media, you don't really post much about like your personal life, and like I do a little bit but not too much. But like if I do, it's like usually me like going out or me at the gym and stuff like that. Like people don't see the work before that or after that, you know. It's like I'm not sitting around beating my meat all day long. Like, you know, let me just go party now. Yeah, you know, it's like me fucking, you know, getting shit done, knocking things out, and then going to the gym and coming back, knocking things out again, you know. And it's like you're juggling everything around, like you're, you know, because, you know, like we're into like, you know, our health and fitness and stuff like that. So like that's a priority to me. So it's not like I'm not just gonna be like, I'm gonna squeeze it in when I get a chance. It's like I make a set schedule. I'm like, this is the time I'm gonna hit the gym. I'm gonna hit it, and then in the meantime, I'm gonna work on my diet, make sure I'm eating, feeling my body with the proper nutrition, and
calories and everything I need. And then at the same time, I'm also working and doing all these other things. And then it comes out at night. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go out now and I'm going to go network or, go have a good time, meet some people, blah, blah, see if there's anything that comes out of it. And then next thing you know, I come back home at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And then I could go wake up back at 7 o'clock in the morning, start my routine again and get my life back in order and all that stuff. And it's like, yeah, what I'm posting, you see me like going out and hitting the gym, but you're not seeing me like, put in the freaking work, or I have to go show homes or put in this shit or documents. I call you all the time, like, yo, what should I do with this situation? Blah, blah, blah,
Yeah, no, and you're right, because, the gym is actually the biggest factor. Like, no one ever sees that. Like, most of the time, the body isn't built just in the gym. It's built in the kitchen, right? Like, you don't get abs by fucking working out. Yeah. You get biceps, shoulders, and your back and shit like that, strength, right? But a lot of the times, if you want a fucking beautiful physique, it's really just built in the kitchen, 80% of it, right? Mm-hmm. The rest of it is from weightlifting.
Yeah, exactly.
Heavy ass shit. But yeah, I mean, no one ever sees that. They just see the beautiful body on a dude or a chick, right? And it's like, dude, come on. I mean, girls are a little bit different. There's a lot of plastic surgery, right? So that's a little bit different. But guys, it's like you really see it on guys. Like you don't see a big fucking dude and he didn't put time in at the gym.
No, of course not.
Some of these dudes are on steroids, so, it's different. But you can definitely see.
Yeah. But you still got to put in the work, though, even though you're on steroids. Like, you can't just take steroids and
100%.
just sit around and be like, oh, I'm going to get biceps and abs and all this just by doing nothing. No, I mean, you still got to watch. You actually got to watch your diet even harder now because you're on this stuff, because that shit could fuck your shit up even more.
100%, because it does fuck with your shit hormone-wise. Mm-hmm. Steroids really fuck with your heart. It fucks with your internal organs. Yeah. I mean, we have so many fucking friends that are on shit like that, and they're the most serious about their health because they know, hey, if I'm on juice or any of these supplements, they have to be super careful about that stuff. TRT, trend, whatever the fuck it is. Like, they're the most serious about their health. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's crazy. Like, you think that these guys are not serious about their health, but it's like, it's the people who aren't on juice that are like, oh, I'll fucking dirty bowl. I'll fucking eat like shit. I can, do all this shit and gain muscle. But it's like, dude, you're the one that's kind of die early before all these guys. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, no, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, because there's, and that's like a lot of things, like, too, like, you can relate like things that we do like in the gym or working out to like even our like, like business lives and everything, like you don't see the work or the hours put into it, but you just see the end result. Like when I post something, I close the deal. Like you don't see the, 2 months of me taking the client around, showing houses, and trying to keep their motivation keep going, because especially in this tough market and stuff like that. They don't see that, but then they just see me post sold.
It's not even that. A lot of people think it's like 2 months of shit. Sometimes it's like we've been working with these clients for years, and it's like it's not like it's the fact that like, dude, like I've been working with this person for like let's say we're not actively looking for like, for years. Like I have one client right now. She's been contacting me for probably 3 years, but we've been trying to build her credit and I had to help her find a job, number one, right? So we had to get her an income. Now we had to get her established at a fucking place for a minimum of 6 months to a year to get her employment history going, right? And then we had to build her fucking income. So she needed to get a fucking promotion so she can get her income up. And then on top of that, she had to build her credit. So we had to get her a credit card. So I had to recommend her where to go. She had to go and apply for a Capital One card because that's the best place to go get a credit card, right? Yeah. Or like, because she was getting denied at like Target, Walmart, wherever, like any of those like supermarket stores she couldn't get. So I was like, dude, just go and like get your credit up somehow. Like put your name on a fucking utility bill, right? Like at the apartment that you're renting or whatever. Build your credit up. Right. And then year 2 came around. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Your credit's up to like 500 something. You're not a ghost anymore. Right. Your credit, keep your job. Don't quit. Like they call you. Oh, I hate this job, Coby. I don't want to work here. Yeah. Rent's going up, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, dude, it's only year 2. Like we're not even there yet. And then it's like, no, you got to keep going. Then it's like year 3. Oh, it's almost there, blah, blah, blah. And then year 4, like, oh, year 2 and 3, we have to build up your down payment. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, oh, now you're at 4. Now we're starting to look for a house. Oh, the market went up. Oh, shit. Well, you have to wait now because you're out of price range. You're getting, you know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm at. Like, I have clients that are in that price range. And it's like, like they can't buy because they're getting smoked.
Yeah, and the interest rates are going up, so they're getting approved for less and all that, you know.
Dude, and so it's dude, that's what I'm saying. People don't see that. Like, I've worked with some of these clients for 4 or 5 years, and there's, you know what I mean? Like
you're invested into it. It's not like just like, oh, come to me, hey, I want to buy a house. All right, cool, let's go, and then you close it within like, you know, next day, few days or whatever, right? Yeah,
I mean, there are some clients where, you know, we do get lucky, and then we do get like, oh, the ones that are cash ready. You know what I mean? But those are the people that are older. They've established themselves, and then, you know, you just happen to get really lucky because you got a referral off of working hard from another lead that you got some referral that was like, hey, dude, this guy was super awesome. He's super professional. You know, he did a good job. I recommend him. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. We closed in 6 months because you worked with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but they don't see all the shit that you went through. So,
and it's the same with the podcast too. Like, I mean, like, yeah, we said we're supposed to, like, we tried to start launching this in what, November or something like that, right?
Yeah, dude.
And then it was just like things coming up, business and stuff. And then, you know, we had to get cameras, and then one camera wasn't working, you know, because it couldn't record that long. Then you get another camera, and then you had to get another equipment. Then that equipment needs more equipment. And then, so, you know, then we got to set it up. And then some things aren't setting up properly. And, you know, like, people don't see this, but like, you're going to watch this episode and be like, oh, that's a nice setup. But
yeah, you don't see all the shit.
that was hours and months of work that put into this, you know, that you put a lot of time and energy into it just to get this thing to the vibe that you wanted.
Yeah,
and everything,
just trying to figure out like how to fucking schedule everything too. And then on top of that, like, how's the programming going to happen? Like, where are we at, like, with this scheduling? How are we going to fit this into our day-to-day life right now? Like, on top of that, like, I have a business that I have to run. I have a child that, you know, I have to raise. Thank God, like, that I have a good relationship with his mom. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many factors that are like working out in our favor that we're able to get this podcast running. But it's like, there are going to be other factors that are going to extend this. Like, we have a trip coming up soon.
True.
Right? And that's the other thing. Like, we plan on taking this podcast on the trip with us. We're going to take this shit on the road with us because we want you guys to be there with us, right?
Hell yeah.
So it's like, fuck, now we got to pack all this shit up. How am I going to fit all this gear into this car where we're sharing it with other people and luggage? And then I got to set this all up in like a few days of a vacation, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a fucking vacation that's going to turn into work now.
And the other thing people don't like see too is like, you know, like, you see like in social media, something like these rich people, like successful people or stuff like that. But like, you know, like, we're at the point where our lives, like, everything we did in the last few years was to set up our lives so it could be like this, where it can have the control of our schedule and our control, you know? So like, there's people like, oh, how do you do it? You know, you make it look so easy, or like, you're living such a great life. You know, I'm like, dude, we both start in the same place. Like, you have no excuse to not be where I'm at right now, you know, or better, you know? Like, you know, we grew up in the same like neighborhood. We grew up in the same, you know, we went to the same school. We had the same opportunities,
same social status.
Yeah, same social status and everything. So, and then when you're saying like my life, like you're living life on easy mode, like that pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. That something like irked me out when he said it. I was like, nah, bitch. I set up a lot of shit to make my life like this, so I can go out and still work and have all this shit going on at the same time.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. Like the other day, I was telling you, like, I pick opportunities and shit, and that's what I do. Like, I pick the opportunities that I want to jump onto, right? Because they come like buses and shit.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they see the opportunity come, but they choose the wrong one, or they decide not to ever jump on the bus. That's the problem, right? And then, or they decide, hey, I'm gonna jump on this bus, but I'm gonna hop off of it, and then jump on the next one, hop off of it. But they decide not to ride with it.
Yeah.
Right? And then that's the problem. Or sometimes they just ride too fucking long and then they don't hop off of it because they don't see. Like, I see people all the time like, dude, if you're working, look, I'm not saying McDonald's is bad, but if you're working at McDonald's and then that's the only thing that you think is good for you, like, I know some people who have worked at certain jobs. I'm not saying what, because I don't want to offend anybody.
Yeah.
But some people have worked at very low paying fucking places. And it's like, dude, you have so much potential, but you're still fucking there, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, there's 1,000 things you can be doing right now. Get the fuck out of there, right?
Yeah.
At least focusing on like a side income, like start building that other thing, and then get the fuck out of the other place, because you still need some type of income to support your
definitely
your current status right now. Like, you don't see me quitting real estate so I can go full-time podcaster.
Yeah.
I still need a fucking income, you know what I mean? I still have bills I gotta fucking pay, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna quit everything right now so I can just podcast without a fucking another revenue.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I still dance on the weekends, you know? Because it's not like it's like a hard or mentally, like, you know, stimulating job or anything like that. I'm pretty retarded when I'm actually at the club. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of people think I'm retarded at the club. But I'm just there to have a fun, good time, and the money's easy. It's like it just comes, and that gives me that steady money that comes in that allows me to do other projects, you know, that so I don't have to think about like, oh shit, what if I can't pay my bills this month? Like, I know it's set. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Now I can focus on other things, you know. Like I can focus on like, you know, the real estate, the other projects and stuff like that, you know. So it's like there's no excuse, and there's so many ways to make money nowadays, and there's like so much knowledge that it's right in front of our faces with the, you know, internet and
dude, YouTube University is the best fucking thing ever created.
Hell yeah. I mean, what was it like 2 weeks ago? I just picked up Inkscape, right? And I was trying to like get back into like, you know, graphic design and shit like a little bit, and all the shit I learned was on YouTube. I created like a few logos. I did some of the shit for the podcast, like the outlines and stuff like that. You can literally learn everything on YouTube. It's freaking crazy.
Dude, I haven't fucked around with Photoshop in like probably a year, to be honest. I went on fucking YouTube. I learned how to fuck around with Photoshop in like 2 hours again. I literally picked it up and I was like, dude, how did I forget this? This is like so simple. And I took a refresher class and I like picked it up like so fast. And I was like, wow, YouTube's the best.
Dude, YouTube is fucking amazing, man.
Dude, I learned how to do my first flip on YouTube. I learned how to do electrical work on YouTube. I learned how to do so much shit on YouTube. I learned how to build a podcast studio on YouTube. I learned how to do photography and video stuff on YouTube. I've done everything on YouTube. The only thing I didn't learn is real estate on YouTube.
Yeah.
But that's because every motherfucker that wants to teach you real estate is going to fucking make you pay money.
Yeah, try to buy their course or whatever, come to their lecture or something like that.
But I get it. Real estate's a whole nother animal, and you deserve to get paid if you want to learn real estate.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a whole different animal for sure.
Yeah, it's too much time to give away for free.
Yeah, but it's like how you were saying too, like some people like jump on the bus or they hesitate to jump on the bus, and I was in that position for a while too, and until you convinced me, like, dude, just fucking hop on the bus and do it, you know. And that's what I did, and fucking best decision ever, you know. And like, I mean, I'm you know, you're not gonna find like every bus, you know, you're not gonna find every bus enjoyable.
That's true.
And then that's why you got to go out there and experiment, find out like what you like, what you don't like. And I mean, that's what I did with most of my early 20s. You know, I was just fucking, you know, with the, you know who, trying to start up businesses and stuff like that. They all failed, but I learned something out of it all. You know, I learned everything out of it, and then made me who I am now. And then I can take some of that knowledge and move into future projects and stuff like that. Yeah. But it's like, you know, you gotta, you know, there's opportunity everywhere. It's just
absolutely. And I the other thing is, you know, I think a lot of people, here's the other thing. You can't be a master of everything. I think you need to learn how to master one thing at a time. A lot of people say you can't put all your eggs in one basket, right? Which is 100% true. But here's what I believe. I think you should put all your eggs into one basket at first. And then when you become a master of that basket, then you take your eggs out and you start putting it into another basket. Because you can't learn everything all at one time. Because if you do that, you never become a master. Yeah. Right? So if you have too many eggs everywhere, it's too much shit. Like you can't you'll pick up a little bit here and then you pick up a little bit here, right? And then because then you just become like a master of all these little trades, but you're never a master. You're just that's why they never call you a master of all trades. They call you a jack of all trades. Right? Yeah.
Well, I mean, another thing too is like, I mean, if you're a master of one trait too, it limits you though. So you want to have like a good balance of everything, you know? Because if you become I was reading this one book, and they were saying like, if you become a master of like one trait, then that's your job, and that's why a lot of times they create unions and stuff like that because of that, because they're trying to protect that one trait that they have. Yeah. And when you have like, you know, when you're kind of like more diverse a little bit, you can kind of, you know, spread your wings a little bit more and like handle different positions and stuff like that. Yeah. But you don't want to spread yourself too thin either, though.
Yeah. If you spread too much, man, you can't do everything. Yeah. Right. Like if I were to do everything, you wouldn't have anything. That's why we have certain things like Fiverr, we have Upwork. That's why in a company, right? Like you have to look at it like a major company, right? Like a Fortune 500 company.
Yeah.
If the CEO was doing everything, would there be a major Fortune 500 company?
Oh, no, definitely not.
100% not.
Yeah.
So he has to stick to the major shit, right? He has to sit back, handle all of the fucking people on the board. That's his job.
Yeah.
He handles the most important people, the people on the fucking board. The people on the board handle each position differently. And then those people handle different jobs, right? And then those people that handle different jobs have managers that handle those little jobs that are handed down little by little by little.
It's like a tree, basically, like branches, how it works, or roots, basically.
Yeah.
To have a strong, stable tree, you need solid roots.
Right. You know? Exactly. But if he were to handle everything, he's fucked. There would never be a Fortune 500.
And I mean, that's what smart business guys do. You know, they delegate the work out. So, because that's a lot of work. I mean, how does Elon Musk run a fucking car company, space company, solar company, and he's opening up a phone now, and you know, do all the things. You know, it's because he delegates the work out to people. He's like, all right, this is my idea. This is what I want. I want you to take charge. Come to me if there's anything that comes up. You handle your people. This is the goal, though. This is what I want. Get it done, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So honestly, like I don't even think Elon Musk is very hands-on with a lot of these things. It's kind of like what's his name? Steve Jobs. You know, like a lot of people think, oh, Steve Jobs is such a fucking smart man. Really, I don't think Steve Jobs was very hands-on with everything. He's kind of like a lot of the CEOs. I think they just steal people's shit. That's all they're really good for. Their big thing is they put the teams together, and then they claim all the credit. That's what it is.
I mean, they're like the visionary. They're the leaders, basically. You know, they're the ones that are going to direct people to go where they need to go. Not saying that their idea is original, but yeah, they have a vision, a direction they wanted to go, and that's why.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying he's like they're not good for anything. I 100% think that they're the visionary, and then they're ones that are like, no, this is what you guys have to do and stuff. I'm just saying they're the ones that are like claiming the credit for everything else. Because if you were to come to me and I was Steve Jobs, right, or Elon Musk or whatever, and you're like, hey, Coby, I got a good idea, man. What if we did blah blah blah? And I'd be like, that's a great idea. I'm gonna go tell everybody I did it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because that makes the brand look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and it's also like, who the fuck is Sebastian?
Yeah.
Like they don't know who Sebastian is, but they know who WakuRadio is, right? Like that's Apple, Tesla. Like that's the brand.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I think they're considered the jackers of idea, the credit stealers. So you know they took all the credit for everything.
I mean, it wasn't even like Facebook, right? Wasn't that a situation?
Yeah, like Mark Zuckerberg.
Then he took over and was like fucked everyone over, and everyone's like fuck him and type shit.
Yeah.
But then he blew up, and then all this stuff.
Now he's creating metaverse.
Yeah, metaverse.
Crazy.
Dude, he creeps me out.
He does.
Dude, he hella creeps me out. Like I'd be watching like some of his videos, like just comes up like him talking, or I'm like, this guy is just something weird about him. I don't think he's human.
Who do you think is more of an alien, Elon Musk or Zuckerberg?
Zuckerberg for sure.
What about Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates? What if we had to put all those billionaires together?
And what? To see which one's like less human?
Yeah.
Oh, Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg for sure.
I think who would be the most human?
Elon.
I don't think so.
I think Elon's the most human.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because he wants to advance the human race.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Bill Gates, I don't think. Bill Gates is just a fucking nerd.
I don't think so. I don't think Elon would be the most human. I think, you know who I think would be the most human?
Who?
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos I think is the most human.
Do you see how yoked that motherfucker got?
Yeah.
He's the typical nerd, dude. I'm gonna tell you why, right? He got money, he got divorced, and then he got fucking yoked, and then he got a hot bitch.
I know, he got fucking jacked, bro.
Dude, he's the typical nerd that got fucking yoked, money. Like he just went fuckboy.
Yeah,
like you didn't see Elon Musk get like that.
Well, I mean, Elon's not really retired yet.
No, but
Jeff
still,
Bezos kind of technically retired, right?
Not really. I mean, they're all billionaires. Like they don't have to retire, right? But like, I mean, Bill Gates is technically retired, right? Technically, he doesn't really have to work. He's just buying up a shitload of farmland.
Yeah, he's trying to fuck shit up. I don't trust him at all. I don't trust Bill Gates at all.
But like, out of all of the aliens, you think that out of all the billionaires, you think Mark Zuckerberg's the most alien?
Yeah, I think so. Think about it. He runs Facebook. He's trying to open up metaverse. They have all this data collecting for like whatever fucking reason. They're collecting every type of data. They're trying to figure out how to attract more attention, grab more attention from us, so we're sucked into their shit more. So they're learning more about us, see what we buy, see our habits. You know.
I think he's the most Chinese. I think he's working for the Chinese government.
Nah, I don't think so. I think
his wife is Chinese.
Is he?
Yeah,
oh, maybe. I don't know, but he just, the way he talks, the way he like holds himself, he just does not seem human.
I think he's working for the Chinese government.
You think so? I don't know. I just think he's like, you've seen videos of him talk. He just does not like.
He is a weird looking motherfucker.
Yeah. Like it just doesn't look normal, and like the way he talks and stuff, it's like he's like, it's not normal. Like either he's like very socially excluded and like he's not very like socially aware.
But you have to remember we're talking about 4 nerds.
Yeah.
And nerds are introverted people who are just naturally weird.
I don't know. Is Elon Musk a nerd? You would consider him a nerd?
He's a fucking nerd, dude.
Really?
Yeah, he's weird. Do you not see what he named his child?
I think he's just weird. I don't think he's a nerd though.
He is a nerd, dude.
Really?
Yeah. Did you never watch? You didn't watch the podcast with Joe Rogan?
No, I didn't watch that one. No.
Oh, dude, you gotta watch it. He's weird too. Yeah, he's kind of weird.
Yeah, but out of all the billionaires, definitely a Mark Zuckerberg. I think, for sure, is the most.
Jeff Bezos though, he's a fuckboy.
You think so?
Yeah. You know who really is a fuckboy? Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a fuckboy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like a secret fuckboy. Like for real.
Yeah, he is.
Jeff Bezos was like loyal to his woman, but now he's like a fuckboy. Like he's on like
she divorced him, right?
Yeah. She divorced him, but like now he's like on that like, oh fuck you, bitch. Like,
yeah.
I got money.
Chick, I'm gonna fuck this.
He's like, I got money, like bro, like whatever. I'm just gonna go do my thing. I got yoked.
Yeah.
Bad bitch.
What do you think he's taking? Steroids, HGH?
Oh, 100%. Like he's probably on TRT because like he's at that age.
Yeah.
Where his testosterone level probably fell. He's older. You know, he's a nerd, so he probably sat in front of his computer. Well, we all know that.
Yeah.
It's probably his stress levels probably skyrocketed the fuck up because of business and everything he has to handle. So his
big corporation and everything.
Yeah, so his testosterone level is probably extremely low. So yeah, he's probably on TRT. He's probably on HGH. I wouldn't be surprised if he's on some like fat burning shit to just decrease his fat.
Yeah.
And then he's probably off of like that fat burning shit because he looks pretty good now.
Yeah, he's pretty yoked.
I don't think anything like trend or anything like that, but he probably has like a top of the line fucking trainer.
Yeah.
Because he got fucking yoked quick.
So it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, within like a couple of months he got pretty jacked.
Yeah, but you know, that's when the public got their eyes on him.
That's true.
He's probably building that shit behind the scenes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like top of the line.
He probably started during the divorce.
It might have started happening before that, and then his wife was like, "Wow, you're fucking changing," and then he's like, "Fuck you, bitch."
You think it was that way, or do you think he got in the divorce and he was like, fuck this, I'm gonna get yoked and fuck bitches?
I don't know, man. That's a good question.
Because it could go two ways. It could be like he started like trying to like get bigger and better, and then his wife was like, "Oh, blah blah, why are you doing this? Why are you changing? Who are you doing this for?"
Yeah.
And divorced him, or she divorced him and he was like, "Well, fuck it, I'm gonna get yoked."
I mean, it could be
because I was kind of sort of like my situation. I got out of the relationship, and then I was like, and then started focusing on other things, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, quarantine happened. I was like, I'm gonna get yoked.
Like you did it before you.
No, I started getting yoked after.
My thing would be he probably started doing it during it. And then like she probably didn't like the new person that he was probably becoming. Because like in a relationship, you think about it, they were married for what, 30-something years probably?
I don't know, yeah.
And then she was probably like, who the fuck, are you trying to become? And like, because like, think about it. He probably went to the doctor and I was like, oh God, like, Jeff, man, your testosterone levels are really low. And he's like, yeah, I know. I haven't really been able to fuck my wife lately, and she's unhappy, man, and like this and that. And it's like, dude, we got to get you on TRT, man. And then he's like, what is that? It's like, dude, we got to inject this needle in your ass cheek every 3 days.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, is that cool? It's like, dude, It's the only way we can get your dick hard for your wife. It's like, all right, cool, man. It's like, is it healthy? Yeah, we're gonna get you a professional trainer that's gonna get you like, back in shape.
Well, then with the TRT, don't you think you would start fucking his wife more?
Yeah,
and his wife would be happy.
Probably.
But then with the TRT and extra testosterone, you might have some anger issues too coming up or out of nowhere, stuff like that.
Yeah, it'd probably get more like. Yeah. Well, I mean, TRT is supposed to like give you less of a mood swing because if your estrogen levels are higher, you tend to have more of a mood swing. But it also happens when you're in TRT too. You get more aggressive. But the problem is this: if you don't have a doctor who can control those levels, who doses you correctly, then yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, also here's the thing: if your testosterone levels start to go up, you start finding other women attractive, right? Because that's natural men shit, right? As a man, our masculinity, our DNA just says, hey, my testosterone level's high. I need to fucking produce children with other women type of thing, right? And plus, like, you got to think about it. His income level is so fucking high up here. He can impregnate any woman on earth and fucking supplement generations with their family. Like,
pretty much, yeah.
He can take care of like probably 500 women of generational income. Like, he's good. Probably even more.
He's set though. Yeah. Any chick he fucks that gets pregnant is set.
Yeah, for life. Dude.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. So think about it. Jeff Bezos, like, it doesn't matter. Like, he doesn't need to be loyal to his wife.
Yeah.
He can fuck any girl, any woman he wants.
Yeah.
And he's good.
It'd be cool to get him on this podcast one of these days.
That'd be sick. I fuck
like, yo, Jeff Bezos. When'd you get yoked?
What up, Bezos?
What was the reason? What was the reason you became poked?
Bezos. What up?
Dude, speaking of douchebag moments, I had one last night. I didn't even realize it.
Dude, tell me.
So, like, I was like, we were clocking out. We were leaving work. I'm going to go to the register to check out. And there's a chick there, so I spank her ass. And this other chick saw me do it, so I looked at her and I smiled and like stuck my tongue like and winked and shit like that. And then I walked off.
Nice.
And then my manager was like, "You're a fuck boy." He's like, "You're a definition of a fucking fuck boy."
Is your manager a dude or a chick?
He's a dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like, I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "What you just did there? You didn't see it?" I'm like, "No, bro. I was just doing me." He's like, "Dude, think about like those 80 like high or like 90s high school movies, and like you're like the frat boy, and like, you just walked into a party and you slapped the girl's ass and you're like strutting around, and then you looked at another chick like winked at her with your tongue out and everything, and you're walking with this smile and this cocky walk and everything." And I'm like, damn, that sounds hella douchey.
You are a douche.
I can't believe I was that douchey. Like, Jesus.
Nice.
Like, it was like I was just having a good time. That's it. You know?
are a douche.
He's like, that was like the most douchiest movie I've ever seen. You get a haircut, you grow some facial hair, and now you're a douche. And I'm like, I can't help it, bro. I just
Bezos.
It's just
man, you're on that Bezos shit, dog.
You're on that Bezos shit.
Fucking Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I fucking get yoked and then just being a total whore.
Fucking Prime Day for your ass.
Prime Day every day. But the serious thing is though, like during the weeks, like the weekends, like it's all right, like the demon comes out, basically how I put it. And then during the weekdays, the demon's not really out. He's more like he just doesn't really want to do fuckboy shit. Like, I stay at home most of the time during the week. I go to the gym. I go out maybe like once a while during the week, or like on a Thursday to get me ready for the weekend again, like the time schedule and stuff like that. But like I have like chicks hit me up, "Oh, hey, what you doing?" And I'm like, ignore it. Or
you're like fucking Superman. Like during the weekend, you're like Superman, right? You're like a super
fuck boy.
Yeah, you're like a savage fuck boy.
Yeah.
Right? And then during the week, you're like Clark Kent with this glasses on.
Yeah, just focused on working and just doing my thing. And I'm on time. I wake up early, go on time for the most part, sleep early. And then, everything is organized. And the weekends is where I'm just like, hey, let's go.
Yeah,
fuck
you
it
destroy
up.
like half of the city.
Yeah. Just fucking go ham. I'm fucking super fuck boy. Super fuck boy.
Nice. That's what I'm talking
But then during the weekend, I'm just like, yeah, like literally, they'll be like, "Oh, hey, what are you doing? You want to come over?" Or whatever. I'm just like, not really. I kind of want to stay home. Sorry. I'm like, "Oh, I'm busy. I got to be up early or something like that, But it's like, yeah, it's kind of funny.
No, that's what's up,
Yeah.
man.
But then weekends, the demon comes out and it's like, I just can't control it. It's like, I just want to fuck.
Nice. That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, it's weird. And I feel like I wonder like how the girls think about it too. Like, dang, on the weekends he's like totally down to do whatever, and then on the weekdays he's just like, don't talk to me.
Don't fucking talk to me.
Don't talk to me.
Please don't talk to me.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening to WakuRadio. This is episode motherfucking number 2. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you smash that like button, hit that bell for notifications, and don't forget to like. And if you want to comment, see what we should talk about our next podcast, put it down there, and maybe we'll talk about it.
Yeah, baby. We'll see you next time. Cheers, man.
Cheers.